Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Now in today's episode, yes, it is mail time again. We've got a package to unbox, and as you can probably tell from the title, this right here is a Compaq portable. But it's not the Compaq portable that you're probably thinking of. It's not an actual Compaq portable, but it's instead a Compaq laptop that is obviously portable, so of course I had to go with that title. But more than that, this is kind of like a YouTube time capsule that we have here, because this package comes to me from another YouTuber, a YouTuber that has been on this platform longer than I have. In fact, he was one of the first channels I ever watched on YouTube. I'm talking about TweeterMan287. That name may ring a bell to some of you guys who have been watching videos on YouTube since 2007. That's around the time when he started uploading videos. And for those of you who don't know who he is, he became really well known in the early days of YouTube for reviewing knockoff products, fake iPod Touches, those really crappy handheld game consoles that would look like Nintendo products but always had some really crappy games on them that you could play. He did a lot of really good videos on that stuff, but he also dove into some vintage technology as well, and that's what we have in this box. We have a couple of Compaq laptops, I believe. I know there's at least one in here, and a copy of Windows 3.1. But the really cool thing is, he actually featured this stuff on his channel back in 2009. And turns out he actually watches my channel, so we got to talking over on Twitter, and he said, hey, I still have this stuff, I don't have any use for it, do you want me to send it to you? So, like I said, I know there's at least one Compaq laptop. He did mention two, but I don't know about the other one. I don't know if that was featured on his channel. I think he said it was also a Compaq, but let's just, let me not get ahead of myself here. Let's just see what we got. Oh my gosh. So he did mention this. He kind of jokingly, when he first sent out the package, he said, whoops, I dropped some like knockoff crap in there. I hope you like that kind of stuff. And I was like, yeah, of course. So this is what he sent me as kind of like a bonus thing. We'll definitely take a look at that. I don't know how deep we're going to dive into the laptops in this video, because I know that the Compaq doesn't entirely work, and I think this is that Compaq right here. So let's see what we got. Yep, it is. This is a Compaq Contura 320. Looks like the shift keys kind of coming off there. We'll have to definitely look at that. Unfortunately, he said in his original video, again from 2009, I just think it's really cool that, like, because I saw this laptop in that video back then and never thought I'd actually like lay my hands on it, but here we are. It's just one of those kind of cool things for me, I don't know. But the screen in this thing is broken. This is the main thing that I think got us talking. But then he also said, oh yeah, I've got that copy of Windows 3.1 as well, and I think that's or no, this is another laptop. Holy crap, is this the same, like the same model? Let's see. It's a Compaq. Is this the same thing or is this different? We can open it up here. Okay, it's a Compaq Contura 425C with the top hinge here. You can see is kind of, well, not the hinge, the entire like top panel here is starting to come off. It looks like we got a couple keys that have popped off as well, or I guess just the 2 key, and there we go. Well, we'll definitely have to look at that. Yeah, my guess is he was probably using this. You can see he started to take it apart to take the screen out of this one and maybe use it in this other one here. But yeah, those are the two laptops. And in here, oh, there it is. There is Windows 3.1. And I think, was there something else in here? Oh, there's that port cover. Yeah, they both have this missing, so maybe there's another one in here. I mean, even if it's not, it's totally fine. I mean, like I always say, I'm appreciative of anything that you guys want to send my way, because this stuff, I mean, I would definitely love to get these laptops working, and we could literally make it like the YouTuber's vintage computer that could be passed down to, people, assuming that this website is still around in like 50 years. But I think we're going to set the laptops aside for now and talk about Windows 3.1, because who doesn't love Windows 3.1? I especially like this because Up until now, I did not have a standard retail copy of Windows 3.1. I did have this copy right here, which is an upgrade edition that was made available to users of Windows 2 and 3.0, and I unboxed it for the very first time in this video on Windows 3.1's 30th anniversary. The cool thing is TweeterMan was the first person to unbox this from its factory shrink wrap back in 2009, 2010, whenever it was. And I remember watching that video, and I think it was one of the things that kind of got me into wanting to collect vintage software. So yeah, let's go ahead and open this thing up. You can see the packaging has definitely seen better days, but you know, this stuff just happens when it's in storage for long periods of time, which as far as I know, this definitely was. So yeah, the box might be able to be, I mean, we can see here if we can maybe like kind of form this box back together. It is missing one of the flaps on the side there, but I mean, I think we could get it to stand up on a shelf. I'll have to see what I can do there, but yeah, luckily everything inside here is still intact. So you've got the 6 floppy diskettes, and there is a oh, that's interesting, there is a Windows startup disk. I guess he put that in here. So yeah, those normally, especially you can judge from the writing, you know, these did not come with copies of Windows. But yeah, so you got your 6 diskettes right here. We also have our classic Microsoft registration card, or at least the top part of it, because it looks like he sent this in. I have seen people do that, but it always just gets returned as undeliverable mail. I've kind of thought about doing that, but I'm like, well, what's the point? The address isn't valid anymore. Or at least Microsoft is not at that address anymore. So yeah, you've got your guide to service and support for users of Microsoft Windows. We saw this in the unboxing video of the copy that I had, and this we did not have. This is the hardware compatibility list and driver library. Oh my gosh. So this is a list of computers that have been confirmed to be compatible with Windows 3.1. That is really cool. Let's see how many pages this is. This is, well, it's 7 pages for the computers. Then you get into displays and printers down here. That's neat. I didn't realize Microsoft printed this. I guess they just, you know, tested Windows 3.1 on all these various systems and put them in here as a way of letting the user know that, you know, they didn't have to worry about their system not being compatible with 3.1. Definitely very useful. We'll set that aside for now. And next up, we've got, well, 3 books in here. Let's just take all of them out, and we'll move that piece of cardboard aside. So first up, oh my gosh, I remember this from the video, the Windows Showroom booklet, a catalog of products from Microsoft Windows. Gosh, look at that image there with the actual Windows like on the side of the computer. So it's just gonna have like various ads in here for products and stuff from this time period. Will you be running on NT or empty? Free Windows tips. You could send in that card there. Gosh, I can hear like the papers, you know, creaking as I'm opening this up here. It tells you how old the thing is. To anyone who has ever dreamed that personal computing could be even easier than it is today, this is your wake up. Oh my gosh, do you hear that? It's like, I don't really want to open it all the way because it might, some of these pages might tear. But yeah, this is your wake up call. And just talking about Windows 3.1, Windows NT 3.1, and Microsoft Windows for Workgroups, the 3 major editions of Windows at the time. Shift all your software into high gear with the Intel 486 Overdrive. Oh man, gosh, this stuff. I just love these old ads and stuff. I mean, for as much as people complain about ads, it is really cool to look back on old ads and kind of see just, you know, what they looked like, what they went with. Honestly, one of my favorite things to do when it comes to vintage software is just look through these booklets and stuff. The power of touch, micro touch, Word and Excel free tips, and you got looks like a software directory back here. And right here, you've got a Gateway 2000 ad. It wasn't even up to date. Windows 3.0, it's running on this Gateway 2000 system. And of course, you gotta have a little bit of Norton in there as well. Norton Desktop. Oh my gosh. Some people have asked me to do a video on this, and I really should. Hey, if you guys want to see it, be sure to let me know in the comments. Yeah, Norton Desktop was one of those replacement shells for Windows. I've done a handful of those videos. We got Calmira. We took a look at the Packard Bell Navigator. you know, this is very similar to those. And we of course have our getting started with Microsoft Windows guide and our users guide here. And that's it for Windows 3.1. Alright, so let's talk a little bit about these two laptops right here. So you can see with them side by side, they look pretty much identical. These are obviously from the same line. They're from this Contura line here from Compaq. Though on the 425C, it looks like the brightness and contrast controls are lower on the bezel there, so it's actually closer here to the bottom. But yeah, you got these classic just sliders to control the brightness and contrast. And spec-wise, just doing a quick Google search here, the 320 has a 386 SL running at 20 megahertz, so that's 386 20 megahertz is probably what that stands for there. It has 2 megabytes of RAM and either a 40 megabyte or an 84 megabyte hard disk. Now, unfortunately, as I mentioned earlier, the hard drive in here is dead, so I'm gonna have to see if I've got a replacement for it. And also the screen is dead. That's why I was wondering if maybe TweeterMan was taking this one apart to transplant the screen and the hard drive from this, assuming there's even a hard drive in here. But this over here is the 425C, and it has a 486 SL, hence the 4, running at 25 megahertz, hence the 25. It's also got double the RAM compared to this one here, 4 megs instead of 2 megs, and it has either a 120 megabyte or 200 megabyte hard disk. Now, you see there's no mouse on either of these laptops. Apparently, there was a trackball attachment that either came with the laptop or was an accessory you could buy, and you would have that plugged in and you would, you know, set up the trackball to the right or left of the machine. I think it would be more appropriate to save this whole thing for another video, because we're already kind of a ways into this one, and this is definitely gonna, you know, we're gonna have to take both of these laptops apart. Yeah, I think it's just gonna be more appropriate to save both of these laptops for a separate video, but I think it'll make a fun video for sure, because I have never really messed around. Oh my gosh, look at that. Whew, that's oh, that's this thing on the bottom, this like rubber pad here. It's like kind of melting, and oh man, yeah, I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to clean that up. But yeah, we'll just set both of these laptops aside for now, and we will revisit them at some point. Hopefully it's not going to take me as long as the other Compaq project I have going on. But yeah, let me go ahead and clean this up here, and we'll take a look at this really interesting mini game player that he sent me. Alright, so let's see what on earth he's gifted us here. So this apparently is called the mini game player S00034, 500 games. I'm guessing this is the manufacturing date, 2021, April 12th, made in China, of course. And on the back here, support 5 languages, digital game system, 2.4-inch wide LCD. The console is slim, portable, and trendy. With the ultra-thin body and small size, you can easily put it into your pants pocket. Take out the game machine at any time to pass the time without any restriction. This is apparently the green one, which they got that right, so that's good. And I guess this is brand new, or no, maybe it's, yeah, it looks like it's, or maybe it hasn't been opened. I don't know. TweeterMan, did you ever open this thing up? Did you ever, you know, subject yourself to this? I don't know. Maybe he did a video on it. I just haven't seen it yet. But yeah, so, okay, that's that. We've got a, looks like a micro USB, so you're really tiny. Like, how long is this thing? Look at this. This thing is freaking tiny. That's a pretty short USB to micro USB cable. So we got that. We have the instructions, which we'll definitely have to read over. And here is the device itself. So I'm guessing it's got a rechargeable battery. Let's see if it's got any charge. Oh, it does. Holy crap. Okay. And we've got a screen ripped from like Super Mario Brothers 3. We're choosing the language there. Let me just power that off for now. Let's take a look at our glorious single sheet instruction manual here. So you got your product components up there. It goes and tells you what each of the buttons and things are on the front. And then care and maintenance. Do not disassemble or try to repair handheld game console any of its components. Okay. Do not store your handheld game console in a humid place, on the floor, or in any location where it may collect dirt, dust, and lint, etc. Do not drop, hit, or otherwise abuse handheld game console on its components. Don't abuse it on its components. Anything else is fine. Let's let the camera focus in here again. To clean, come on, you can do it. It's right here in front of you. Thank you. To clean your handheld game console with a soft... Okay, to clean your handheld game console with a soft, slight damp cloth. Always allow all the components to dry completely before using again. Keeps the kids away from cable or connecting wire, or it may circle around their neck and cause an accident once kids overexert the wires and make the unit drop down to the floor. Are they talking about this wire here? Someone's going to choke themselves on this cheap wire that looks like it would snap if I try to, like, pull it apart here. I mean, I guess it's a good thing to include, but it's a really, like, convoluted way to say, like, tell your kids not to do anything stupid with the wire. Just don't even give them this. Why would you give them this in the first place if they're, like, a really young kid? Just give them the console, and then when they want to charge it, just hand it back to you. Games Power. I just noticed that. That's beautiful. So I guess that's the name of it, maybe? But yeah, honestly, like, quality-wise, I mean, it's made of plastic, but it doesn't feel as cheap as, like, some of the other stuff that I've messed around with. Of course, I've not messed around with as much cheap stuff like this as TweeterMan has, but I've definitely seen my my fair share. So this is definitely not terribly constructed. I mean, it's certainly cheap. I wonder how much this costs though. So this is your D-pad, which, oh my gosh, these buttons are, yeah, especially the D-pad. That's like, I mean, can you hear that? Like, that's just, oof, that's, it's like just not ideal at all. So you got your you got your A, B, X, and Y buttons. Start, I assume this is volume, plus and minus, and reset. So let's just turn this thing on. I'm curious about this, like, screen that we have here. So you've got your 5 languages that it supports. We'll go with English. And 501. So you've got, you have Contra 24-in-1. You've got a 24-in-1 on the 501. So this is like a bunch of Contra games. I assume some of these might be like just bootleg, like modded stuff. I'm not too familiar with Contra. But let's see, will B go back? How about, okay, none of those go back. I guess this would reset maybe? Yeah, I guess you have to reset to go back to the main menu here. So you've got, oh, I just hit back to go all the way there. I don't know if I want to go through all of these, but we've got Contra 24-in-1, Final Mission, Super Bear Bros 3. What is this? Super Bear Bros 3. Is it just Super? It's just 3. Okay. It's just 3. That's the name of the game. There's no super nothing. Okay, let's start. 1-player game, and it's named Mario. There's definitely looks like there's some like screen tearing going on almost. You see that? Oh yeah, that's like, not looking good. And yeah, these controls are just awful. Like, you don't, the like input, there's definitely a bit of like input lag because it takes a while for it to respawn. Of course, this is kind of a bad demonstration here, but it's like when you're in the game trying to like move, I mean, it's not ideal at all. But yeah, I still don't know why it's called Super Bear. I mean, did I read that wrong? Like, there's no way. Yeah, it's Super Bear Bros 3. Oh, we've got Super Bear Bros and Super Bear Bros 2. Oh my gosh. So we've got, I assume this is going to be just the original Super Mario Bros. And it actually just says Super Mario Bros. This time. These controls suck, man. I just gotta say, this is like the worst possible playing experience for Super Mario Bros. 1. God, these controls suck. I hate them. Okay, let's just get out of here before I like lose my sanity. Okay, let's subject ourselves to Super Bear Brothers 2. Now I wonder if this will be the original Japanese one or the Doki Doki Panic like modified thing we got here in the West. It looks like it's the Doki Doki Panic based game. So Super Mario Bros. 2. Nothing about, you know, Bear Bros. And we'll start here, World 1-1. And yeah, there you go. I feel like this music is different. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just making things up. But oh my gosh, this is... I keep saying it, I know, but like, This is so bad. Toy Story. What the heck is this? What is this? I got a really basic title screen here with some music going in the background. Stage 1. What is that, Mario? That looks like Mario. This is some like ROM hack kind of thing. What on... Why is it called Toy Story? Oh, I guess I died? Well then, okay, how do you get out of here then? Oh. Oh, you're leaving... That's dropping a bomb, okay. Okay, so... I see. So you have to, like, leave a bomb here and then walk away. I don't know what game this is based off of. We'll reset again, and let's take a look at one more game on here. Unfortunately, you can't hold down the D-pad button to, like, scroll rapidly through. You gotta press it each time individually. So, let's go maybe... I'm just gonna pick a random number in my head. I'm not looking at the screen right now. Let's go number 81. See what that is. Pac-Land. Pac-Land. Copyright 2000, AKKII. Okay, one-player game. Is this like a Pac-Man thing, or is it like a... Well, it's definitely a Pac-Man. Oh my god, what the... They turn 90 degrees when they're turned... Is this an actual Pac-Man game, or is this some sort of clone? The controls are absolutely terrible. Look at the timer. Why is it going down so quickly? Like, you think those would be seconds. They're like milliseconds. What is this? This is so bizarre. Oh, let's see the volume thing. Okay, there's nothing that comes up on the screen, so I'm assuming it's just like a thing that changes behind the scenes. Let's... Oh my... Oh my god. That speaker is so... Listen to this. That is so bad. Like, that's on the highest volume. So this is volume off. This is the lowest. Like, it sounds pretty fun, and then you just go to here, and it literally sounds like it's just clipping. Oh my god. But yeah, I don't know how this works, because... So, again, like, I'm gonna press down, okay? And I can't, like... I can't go... Like, I can't move into here. And then you just keep going back and forth. So you are immune there. Like, I mean, what do you have to do? Hit A or... Oh, okay. So that's how you can, like... Can shoot these, like, beams, I guess. Look at it, like, one out of the board. It comes over to the other side. Do you see that? But I can't move. Oh, there we go. I have no idea what this is. I don't think it's an official Pac-Man game at all. I think this is some sort of, like, ROM hack. But I don't know what it's based off of. But it is quite entertaining to mess around with. And these control... Look at the ghost is... What was that? What on earth was that? I ate the ghost and he stayed there and changed back. I'm literally just mashing buttons. I really don't know what I'm doing at this point. Okay. So the ghost is just staying there. He's like paralyzed, I guess. Can we go try to eat him, maybe? No, we can loop around in circles. Okay. Wasn't expecting that, but fine. This is the most bizarre thing I think I've ever played. I'm just gonna leave it at this, guys. I think this pretty much sums it up. But yeah, that's this thing. Let me just turn this off here. That's the Games Power. What is this called? Is there like the S00034 and all this other awesome stuff TweeterMan sent me? I'm hoping that I can get both of those laptops repaired. We can maybe do a future video where we install that copy of Windows 3.1 on one of them. that would be really awesome. But guys, if you enjoyed this video, if you want to see more like it, be sure to give it a thumbs up, get subscribed, all that good stuff. And as always, I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.